Good morning, welcome to Zwift Community Live here, broadcasting to you the virtual cycling platform of Zwift, where everyone you see is riding a bike and we're about to race in about 4 minutes time. We're all lined up here in the starting area, about to take on one lap of the London 8 course, which is a partially flat and partially hilly course here on Zwift. We have a lot of options to choose from in terms of courses and parkours, and today we're doing a little bit of a hybrid where we're going over some flat terrain and then we're going over London's Box Hill, which is in the London area in Surrey in real life, and we of course are taking it down here from a global perspective. There's going to be people racing from China, the UK, the USA, see Japan here, all over the world, Australians, all coming together through this virtual cycling platform to get down and race. So we're just warming up a little bit now, opening up the legs. Good morning, Glenn. Hi, Matteo, Ventura, Sunless, what up? We're just getting set here for a race on the virtual cycling platform Zwift. This is a community organized race. We have the support of Zwift HQ getting us set up in this nice starting pen. In about 2.5 minutes, we're all going to get released and storm our way onto the course at high speeds. All the avatars you see sort of tightly bunched up there, those are all real people like me. I'm on a bike, same bike I ride outdoors in fact, and it is connected to a special trainer that's going to simulate the gradient so that I have to shift. You'll hear me shift with sounds like this. And basically the setup is a wireless signal being broadcast from a power meter that I have on my pedals, which measures torque, broadcast in watts in the top left of your screen. And that reminds me, James has got some knee issues. You know what I have? I have heart rate issues, and I don't want to see my heart rate. So one of the tips that I have for new racers is to cover up your heart rate on the screen. I'm using a sticky note here, and I'm actually gonna put a couple on there so that I cannot see my heart rate. I am not interested in that. It's good to look at afterward to see how deep you go, but sometimes if you know how deep you're going while you're doing it, you're gonna let up and go easy. So I don't want to do that. I want to go as hard as I possibly can. Short course today, 12.6 miles. 45 seconds here to the start. So you're going to see a really hard, fast start. And then we're going to settle in over the flat course, riding a sort of a tempo, which is, should be able to talk. And then we'll launch over the Box Hill. Only one time over Box Hill this time. Some of the people you see in the starting area here, 22A racers signed up. Some of these guys I've been racing against for almost a year now. So a community that we've got built up. Here we go. Launching out of the gate. As I mentioned before, at a high rate of speed. Just want to stay with the pack. There is a draft effect, a slipstream. So if I'm behind other riders. I get the benefit of them pushing the air out of the way. So I want to stay with them. Up a little gradient here. You see I have a few teammates. In the race. They're wearing the same kit as me. It's the same jersey. So this is just going to be a brutal affair. The goal is to not get dropped. Not a whole lot of tactics, I think, for today. So I'm just sitting in at a more of a tempo. Zone. You just always want to be aware of your position. You see, I didn't change anything there. Then all of a sudden Zwift decides to push me back or to push others up. So with that I lose position. Oh, it's Martin Tucker. Hey, Martin. It's getting strung out. There's some laziness going on, and that's why this is happening. Some guys just don't know how to draft properly. They're letting gaps open. Somebody up there is smashing it. Oh, it's Finn. So this guy Achilles rarely finishes races. He joins them and then he quits, which is pretty annoying. But the other racers aren't paying attention to that, and so they end up chasing him, and we don't want that. Pretty lively bunch. We have an important right turn coming up with a hill coming right after. We don't want to lose ground here. It's a good place to get dropped. See that length of climb I can handle. But anything much longer, I start to have issues because I weigh so much. 200 pounds. I'm 6'4". We should be good though for a bit. The next 3 miles are flat. Now we just settle in. Let the attacks muck about in the front. It's getting hot in here. I've got 4 fans set up. Thanks for the host, Hype Game, or Gamer Maniacos. So we're in London right now, right? See that double-decker? This is called the Mall. The road is really red like this. So I've seen on television. There's other people riding that aren't in the race. You just can't see them. Right now, it's a new feature. So we don't bump into them basically. They can see us, we can't see them. Which I think is good. Again, like I said before, this is just a flat section. So not much is going to happen. Hopefully I get a power up here. Power-ups are a big element of the strategy in game. There's good ones and bad ones. There's an arrow power-up that decreases your drag so you can go faster. Oh great, the two frauds are off the front. stupid. Got a little ways to go until the climb. At which point my job is over. Heart rate went up after that little surge. Now we're coming back down the hill into the junction. Again, today's race is very short, 1 lap. It means 1 time up Box Hill, which is good. They say the rule with the number of bikes you own is n+1, and my rule for Box Hill is n-1. So usually we do 2. Today we're only doing 1. Achilles might actually finish though. We shall see. He's wearing a different kit, as if I won't recognize him. Calling him out. Alright, so we go over the bridge, underground, through the subway, and then we're pretty much onto the climb. So you want to be in position here, and I'm out of position. But I'm conserving energy, just trying to sit on the draft. And now gravity's gonna help me out through these turns and slingshot me back up. To the 4. I want Martin and Hayworth to be in good nick. couple more turns, then we're on it. Around the roundabout here. Then it's showtime. This is about an 8-minute effort. Up this berg. We're flying for me. Now it's hurting. Brian's destroying it. We dropped Homer. Thanks, Frank. Downhill. Okay. Just lost my water. I think we just caught Adrian. That was Koba. Somebody else. Different sandbagger. Yes, Homer. Homer wants to know if I can hold a higher heart rate when I have it covered up. Yes, because then I don't think about it. All right, Koba to beat, 2 KRT. Matt, I hope you're listening. You're the pick. Over the top, not at the bottom of this climb, if you're listening, Matt. Or, oh my gosh, Brian. We have 2 brothers on the team, and I just conflated them. One mile to go. One little kicker up the escalator here. Hey, Dean. All right. Race over. Okay, there you go. A little bit of teamwork at the end. I was helping Brian. He was helping me. He paced me over that hill. We have different categories based on theoretical hour power, so that you kind of race against people of a similar skill or ability level. And Brian's just on the edge about of the lower level. It's not that he's pushing like 3.9 watts per kilo for an hour, but he's got the power to get over the little bumps and surges that happen in the A category. So, good place to be. That was a really fast time over the hill. Short race, 30 minutes. Only 13 miles. A lot of fun though. Hey, so Zwift Community Live. We got another broadcast coming right up at the top of the hour, where we are taking an inside look at the Australia West E-Series E-Crit. It's a criterium series with points. We're in the 17th week of it. So the competition is really heating up. Riders are vying for a spot to compete in real life on trainers in Melbourne next month, I believe. So really fun to watch. It's a commentary race, which is different from this. They're going to be talking about what they're seeing, what riders' strengths are, who they think is going to win. A lot of fun. I really enjoy watching those. That's how I sort of got into racing on Zwift. If you're interested in Zwift, racing on Zwift, watching more, you can learn a whole lot here at Zwift Community Live. And then a general Google search is going to show you a lot of what sorts of equipment you can use on Zwift, the virtual cycling platform. The best place for that sort of technical information is Zwift.com. But if you're interested in more live racing coverage, of course, stop back here at Zwift Community Live on Mixer, our Facebook site, and Twitch, where you can get totally immersed in the action. So yeah, I appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you very soon here at the top of the hour. Yeah, we beat Homer. Homer says nice job. That was good. Homer had some technical issues where his wireless signal from his bike drops out, so not sure what that's about, but he's definitely stronger than me on that climb. I don't know what happened today. I also have a couple of days rest in me, which is probably good, because this takes a lot of energy out of you. All right, I think I'm almost at 5 minutes of cool down here, and then we'll shut it down. Thanks, Gemini. Yeah, it's a brutal sport. There's pools of sweat, lots of snot rockets. It's about 70 degrees in this apartment, which is too hot. In the winter, it's freezing outside. I just open the windows wide open. Makes for a great environment. But during the summer, it's tough. Tough cheese. Okay, so Joke Wild wants to know if those are all real people. Yes, everybody you see on this list on the right side of your screen, those are all real people. This guy riding past, Finn Achilles, he's a real person. He even finished the race today. Good job, Finn, you finished the race. The people walking around aren't real. Those are computers. But yeah, the platform is set up right now for bikes and for running. So people hook up a cadence pod to their shoes, and it measures their cadence, like the length of their stride, and then sort of puts all that data into the game and makes avatars run, just like my pedaling makes my avatar pedal. See, if I stop, my guy stops. If I start, you see the watts in the top lifts going back up. Dude, I don't even know anything about haters. I can't really watch the comments while I'm racing, because if you don't look at the screen, basically what I'm constantly doing in the race is closing down little tiny gaps, just making sure that I'm in position behind other riders. And if you start looking to the side or even down,